Forget about your self-worth. Don't feel like you're just like a rip-off, like you just were invented from somebody else, that you're just like a parody, because you're real and you're exciting and you have the ability to kick people with your giant feet, because you're green, you're mean, you're a fighting machine. You're not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, but you're cooler, you're better, you're more improved. You're an evolved version of the turtles. You're a Battletoad. You're not a battle. You're not just a ninja. You're a toad. You're a Battletoad. It's one word, but it's two words. The word battle is a word, and the word toad is a word. You put it together, you get Battletoad. You're a Battletoad, like a battle tank. Like that battle game where they could sink the battle tanks, battle boats. Battleship, which is a movie that they made a couple years ago, like 2010. Battleship. Except you're not a battleship because you're not a boat, you're not an inanimate object. You're an animal, man. You're not a mineral or a vegetable, you're an animal. The animals like lions and tigers and bears, oh no, and you're not just a rip-off. Even if you feel like a rip-off, you're not a rip-off, you're not just a parody that came off of something else, and they say, oh yeah, they just ripped off the Battletoads off the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I don't really care if they did or did not, because I played a video game. I play video games, and I play the Battletoads, and I really enjoy playing Battletoads, and I know it's really similar to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I don't really care, because as much as I like ninjas and the Pirates of the Caribbean and the wizards in the Wizard of Oz and Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, as much as I like all these different characters and the Jedis and Star Wars, I like the Battletoads as well, even if they're not original. It doesn't really matter. Even if the Golden Compass is a ripoff of Narnia, which it may or may not be, I still like the Golden Compass, which is a movie and based on some books, I think. Maybe based on some books. And Battletoads, is that based on some books? Maybe not. But it's just an idea that's ripped off the Turtles, but doesn't matter, because this is my video game video game review on the Battletoads. So buyers beware, spoiler alerts, even if there aren't any. Let me tell you all about this game. In this game, the Battletoads, you fight just like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So if I ever do a review on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, just watch that, and that'd be basically the same as this review, because the two franchises are basically exactly the same, except they're not. Because like in the Battletoads, you fight pigs instead of like a shredder, a can opener, shredder, and Foot Clan soldier, Foot soldiers, Foot Clans, and people. You kind of just like fight people and ninjas in the Turtles. The Turtles fight people in New York City, but the Battletoads, they take place like on another planet or something. They're almost as crazy as the biker mice from Mars, but they're the Battletoads. And everybody loves your favorite family-friendly Battletoads that can kick you. They just have giant feet like hands. Except they're not like hands, but I can't show you my feet, so I'm showing you my hands. This kick, I think they have better kicking abilities than the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and that's another reason why I like them. They probably have swords too. Yeah, I think they have like sticks. So the Battletoads are all like walking, talking Donatello, the purple, the purple striped Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. So the Battletoads are all rip-offs of Donatello, who is the smart person, by the way. Which I like the smart people. I like Billy, the Blue Ranger. He would come up with inventions like a flying car that would take them to the command center in the Power Rangers, which is a rip-off of something they have in Japan. Or maybe not a rip-off, but they took their franchise to America. It started out in Japan, and then they started making the TV show and selling toys in America too, because that means more money and more kids and more people and stuff. And yeah, international, go international. So you got Billy, and Billy, Billy the Blue Ranger from the Power Rangers, he's really smart. And you got Donatello, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and he comes up with things and makes up inventions, and he's really smart as well. So I like Billy, and I like Donatello. And then you have the Battletoads, and they have sticks just like Donatello, so that probably makes them related. Or maybe not. Maybe the Battletoads, they just want to eat Jello with Bill Cosby. Maybe not. They wouldn't really know who Bill Cosby was, so they're just gonna continue to fight the bad guys in the Battletoads franchise, and that's basically what they do. They go from level to level, kicking people off the screen. Boom, boom, boom. Which is kind of what they do in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in some of the films, like Turtles in Time. They just like you kick them and you press the right combination of buttons on your Nintendo controller, or maybe other systems too. But I only play on Nintendo, mostly on Nintendo. I start playing on other systems too, like Sega and Sonic. Sonic? Did I say Sonic? I mean Sony. Sony PlayStation, Sega Saturn, Sega Genesis, Sega Dreamcast, and then you have Sony PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and now 4. That was easy to say. Then I had to come up with different names for the different game consoles, which is not really creative, but it's easier to say. So good work for you, Sony. But I'm still a Nintendo fan. So you have the Battletoads. They're kind of like the Turtles. In the Turtles, you can play and throw people into the screen. Literally, like boom, 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 and the bad guy just flies through the screen. Bam! Like bam, 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 bam. Shut up. You hit the person. You're like, yeah. This is me. This is the turtle, and I go, bam, and the bad guy goes, and you're like, wow. And it's so exciting when you're able to make something that 3D, even though maybe it's not actually technically 3D or 4D or 5D, whatever you want to call it, kind of thing. It makes you think and believe. It makes you into a believer, where you're like, man, that's 3D because it just hit the screen, which is the beauty behind computer graphics. And that's what I like about Battletoads. Even though I don't know if that actually happens in Battletoads, maybe it does too. And so that could be something that you call another ripoff of the Battletoads. You say Battletoads are the ripoffs of the Turtles because there's 4 of them, or 3 of them, but close enough to 4. And because they can throw the bad guys into the screen just like the Turtles. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they're ripoffs. It just means that the Turtles kind of did it first, and they're green too, and they were throwing bad guys into screens, and then the Battletoads decided to do it too. It doesn't make the Battletoads totally horrible people. I don't think so. So I really like the Battletoads. They're able to fight against all these different creatures, and the way the Battletoads fight and how they move around and they swing and climb, and they can throw things too, I think, and it's just really exciting. It's a really fun game to play, and I would still play if I had it. And if somebody had it, I would play Battletoads. I'd probably play Turtles too, but I'd probably, I don't know which game I'd play more. It depends, but I really do like the Battletoads, and it's a really fun game to play, to kick people big giant feet because you're a Battletoad and you know that toads can hop, and you really like to hop like a frog or hop like Yoda in Star Wars, and you really want to do that. So that's what I like. I really like to hop. What do you like to do? Do you like to hop? Do you like the Battletoads? Or do you like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles better? Do you like the Turtles more than the Toads? Do you like the Toads more than the Turtles, or the biker mice from Mars? Who do you like more and why? Let me know. And which video game reviews should I do later? Next. What should I do next? Which video games should I review next? Or which shows should I review next? Or which movies and films should I review next? Movies and films are the same thing. They're the same thing. Films and movies are the same thing. Shut up. What do you want me to do next? What do you want me to do, and like if I talk about my life, or if I sing songs? What do you want me to do? Let me know in the reviews, and tell me what you think. Tell me in the comments below, or email me originaloatmeal@gmail.com, and like me and subscribe to me, or not, because it sounds like I'm really selfish and I'm just thinking about myself all day. Oh, I'm begging on the side of the street. Oh, please like me and subscribe to me. I'm desperate. I'm like a desperate housewife. Which one time I made a video with a friend, Lincoln Hawk, and I was dressed up in a red dress, and it was called The Lady in Red, and we played a song from like back from the 1980s called Lady in Red, and it was possibly supposed to be very popular, but then maybe it wasn't really that popular. But nonetheless, I did it. So maybe I am a desperate housewife because I was in that video, Lady in Red, and I dressed in a red dress and I was a lady. But at least I wasn't a ripoff like the Battletoads are to the Turtles. But I'm just kidding because I love the Turtles and I love the Battletoads. What do you think? Let me know. Let me know. If you don't let me know, I will never know. Then I will go in the rain and drown. I won't be singing in the rain. I'll be drowning in the rain. I'll be like an ant with no antlers. Ants don't have antlers. They don't? Oh. Sorry. I'd be like Santa Claus without ant ears. Yeah.